Hello, it's Tam Tam C. I just want to say hi to everyone. I am going to do something totally different than I've never done on this channel before. I am going to A, introduce you to my leopard gecko, and B, I'm going to clean out the terrarium for my leopard gecko while we sit and chit chat or whatever. And I'm going to set the camera up so you can see a portion of the gecko tank, and then when I'm done cleaning it, I'll give you a full rundown of the gecko tank. So I hope this turns out, as I'm doing this a little different than normal on my iPad. So let's hope and see this works. So let me just get this iPad to sit back up. I had it and then I moved it, so okay. So the part you see right now is the hot side. She's actually not in. She's actually inside her tunnel, which is, that's part of it, but there's a hollow part over this way farther that she's actually inside of. But I figure once I start moving her items around, she'll probably end up coming out, and hopefully you will be able to see her. And if not, like I said, I will move things around. I've lately fed her crickets just by dumping them in, so I'm hoping she's got them all. Haven't seen any in the time. It's been probably a good week or so since I dropped them in. So I'm just shaking off her wood because I don't want any to come out without me knowing it, and I don't want them outside of her terrarium if possible. And during this, I'll probably rearrange her whole setup as well, because they're very they like to explore. So each time I clean her terrarium, I do like to change it around. She is getting, I can see her slowly making her way out of her tunnel. Oh, if I move this just a slight little bit, you should be able to see her face in the top corner of the video. Here she comes. Like I said, she's very inquisitive, likes to know what's going on. Hopefully my arm doesn't totally block her when she does come out. I have not been too much hands-on with her, which I am not proud of, because that was my whole goal. But once I got her, my life got busy. So I'm going to look up here in a little, after I'm done this, I'll give you the information of when I got her. Oh, there's a mealworm she didn't eat. When I got her, where I got her, how old she is. So, oh, my arm probably right in your way. I don't know. So anyway, I can actually start with that. Her birthday is May 2nd of 2023. So she will be 2 this coming May. I picked her up in, I believe it was August of 2023. So she would have been June, July, August. Yeah, she was just over the 3-month mark when I got her. So she was quite tiny. I did take a couple videos back then, so I will try to possibly post them as well. Can you see her at all, or did she move? Oh, there, the camera moved. If I could just get to sit up like this, you guys would be able to see her a lot more, but my iPad doesn't want to sit that way. What can I put to make it sit? Let me see if this works. Sorry, I'm just kind of chatting to myself now to see if I can rig it. that the iPad will stay up further. So her name is Bluebell. And the reason I named her Bluebell was because when she was really tiny, she was like almost all pink, but right where her eyes on the top of her head was blue. And I just felt it was fitting, and this is not working for me. I don't want to make you guys all... I wish that covered the camera. Thought I had this set up. Oh, there we go. I think that will work for me for now. As long as my arms don't get, well, the little bit of sweeping I'm going to do, I guess. The room may get in the way. So anyway, I was watching YouTube videos and people had leopard geckos. So I got intrigued by them. At that point, I wasn't working a ton out of the house. So I thought, oh, I'm going to have lots of time to train, you know, have the hands on, since she's only tiny baby, have the hands on and be able to train her to be very friendly, like I saw in videos. But I also read, like I did my research, and I also read that you got to give them a few weeks to get used to their new surroundings and all that stuff. So as the time went, I gave her weeks of time, but also as it went, I started getting more work. My kids started school. They needed drives to school into Peterborough, and it just wasn't, oh, this is a whole second. Anyway, life got busy, and I really didn't get to take the time with her like I had hoped. And as this is my first reptile other than my turtle, I actually got nervous when talking to, like, watching videos and hearing that they bite. So now I do have a small vacuum I use in here, so I'm just going to turn it on, use it quickly to get up any excess that didn't come up with the broom. So don't mind the loudness. There you go. So I have lined her terrarium with just the shelf liners, the non-sticky ones, and they have worked out really well, because I've read the reptile carpet, all that isn't good for their toes, and so I wanted to stay away from that. And yeah, so I do have some slate rocks for her that I put on her heat side. So her heat side is always on this side, just to make it easier. But I do rearrange how I put these rocks and everything in all the time to what gets the more heat. Here's another rock, slate rock. What gets the more heat from the lights, and what doesn't. She's not a basker, like I thought. They are. She hides all the time. But I tend to put, so this is her cot cave, and it's got vitamins dust all over it. But anyway, yeah, this is her little hot cave. She normally spends the full day in there. And so I try to get it directly under her heat light that I have for her. And then I have this little temperature gauge, and it tells you the humidity and the temperature. And I try to set that up as close to on top so I can see what her temperature is. But she likes to knock them over as well when she's hunting for her food or walking by them. So I'm just going to try that there. I'm going to pull out, this is cave here that I have now. This, it's really dark, you can't even really see it in my video. But anyway, this is her humidity cave. And on the top has little wells for water. And somehow it's supposed to make her cave inside humidity, where she can go and shed. And she has shed well, so that I believe is working. I haven't had anything to say differently. Oh, you went back inside more, girly. I need to get over to that side of your tank now. So I'm going to close this door. And unfortunately, the sliding door has gotten really dirty, and you're going to just see all kinds of specks. I got to figure out how to clean that. What is a good cleaner? I'm going to do some research on what's a good cleaner to clean her glass. And now there's a second layer, so it might make it a little more harder to see through, but I have to keep cleaning. And I want to come to this side. This is the side of her cage where she actually does her business more than not. She is very clean, like in the sense that she poops and pees on one side of her terrarium and not just all over. She likes, and before, so this terrarium is a little bit bigger than a 40-gallon terrarium. I had her, when I first got her, I had her in a 20-gallon, and then I upped the 20-gallon to a 40, and I still found I didn't feel comfortable. Like, I know they need clutter, I know they need, you know, hiding spaces, but I just didn't like the lack of space I had to decorate. So I found this one, and I bought it from PetSmart when it was on sale, and I had points as well, so it worked out really well. I got it for Canadian. I got it for a decent price. I'm not going to say it was a wonderful price, because I find our Canadian prices on aquariums and terrariums just outrageous. So I'm going to, even though she's in here, I'm going to slide it forward. I'm going to try to make it that you guys can still see her. And maybe even a little bit better if she comes out, because I'm just working on the other side now. Ah, we have a live mealworm in here still. Okie dokie. Where is my... You didn't go hunting for this one. Eh? I don't know if she'll come and eat it or not. It's daytime. She doesn't tend to eat during the day. She tends to eat after I shut off her lights. But maybe she will eat it for you. Oh yeah, there we go. She's hiding a bit behind that. But there, she ate that one. I didn't have to worry about finding someplace to put it. So this side I have leaves. I don't remember what kind they are, but I bought them from a reptile store. So I had just put them all in one side. I think this time I'm going to spread them out and around as I'm cleaning. They've left a lot of dirt on this side of the cage, so I've got to clean that up. So anyway, like I said, I bought her in August of 2023. So I've had her all a year and a half at least. She was only about this long when I got her. Not even, maybe an inch and a half. I think now she's about 6 to 7 inches. With not handling her, that's including her tail. With not handling her, I haven't had a chance to weigh her. I used to weigh her when she was really young. So I haven't weighed her in forever. I haven't measured her or tried to measure her length at all, which I know a lot of places and things say to do that. But like I said, I haven't overly had time to sit with her, and I don't know, I guess like part of me, again, what I was saying earlier and I kind of stopped, was I've never had a reptile other than my turtle, which I will be introducing you guys to my turtle one of these days. I had thought about her today for today's video, but then I realized how badly my lizard terrarium needed cleaned out, so I chose to do it. Not badly, it's just been a little while since I've done it, and with feeding her the crickets that I fed the last 2 big feedings, I just wanted to make sure that I got all of them. Oh, you used to poop on the paper towel. Now you pooped out in the back corner. That's going to make that harder to get. Huh. Anyway, I can deal with that. Just keep... But at least I know it's healthy. She's pooping, she's peeing, she's eating. Her schedule for eating is, honestly, I've been really off on her schedule of eating. I have to relook it up for her age, but I think it's supposed to be like once a week. And so many mealworms, so many at a time, crickets at a time. Like I said, the last big feeding I gave her, I bought, I think it was 50 crickets I bought, and I just dumped in half of them and let her chase them down. And honestly, by the looks, they say not to leave like live mealworms, live crickets in their terrariums for long, because they'll start biting the gecko, which I guess, but you also want them to be able to hunt. I tweezer feed a lot, which doesn't get her a chance to hunt. So that's where I got that's where I'm kind of torn at this last bit, and that's why I decided that I would throw in just toss them in and let her have fun getting them. And like I said, I put in about 20 to 25, and honestly, I don't see any. So she did an awesome job at hunting down those crickets. Again, mealworms, I thought the same thing. I tried a bowl when she was really young, and the mealworms just climb out of it. I have not found one. And she didn't care to go look for them in the bowl. She liked me tongue feeding. So I do tongue feed her. I'm going to start her mealworms. I'm just going to start the vacuum on the other side now. Oh, girl. They can't see you because you come to look what I'm doing. Underneath. How bad are we? Oh, not that bad. Good. Okay. So put that back there again. And I realized I do want to get one more piece of this liner, because I had paper towel down there, but she didn't use it this time. So I might as well get another liner and decorate with it a little bit more. So like I was saying, she changed her spot for going to the bathroom. So since she likes that spot, I'm going to put her plant. This is the cool plant that I have. I'm going to put it back in that corner because she feels like it's privacy for her to do her business, even though she does her business at night when everyone's sleeping. But I'm going to put it back there. I have, let's put her moist cave back in. I like it right in the middle because that's what they say to do. But where I just moved her stump, I don't know. I don't want to scare you, sweetie. She's coming out the other side now. A lot more than she was, than your end. She's playing shy with the camera. So I'm going to put that there. Yeah. And I'm going to put some more of this stuff over there. I'm going to come and fix it in a bit. And put this stuff just over here. The leaves is what I'm talking about. The first time I put the leaves in, the first night she stepped on them, I was like, what the heck is she doing in there? Kind of scared me because I had forgotten. Hi, Lucky. You guys have met Lucky many times, so he's just jealous that I'm working on this. Stop. I got a little coconut-based hide for her. I've never seen her go in it, but I have that on her cool side in case she wants to try it out. I'm going to actually just set it there. Her food and her water dish. Well, her food dish is her calcium. You always have that in their cage at all times, but then you also dust their mealworms and crickets, which I didn't do the crickets last time because I just dumped them in so she could chase them, but you dust the mealworms at each meal, or mostly each meal, and same with crickets if you're going to tongue feed them. With the calcium, I honestly have been bad. I don't know. So this is the reptile calcium that I use for her. This one is without the vitamin D3 because I have her vitamin in, I do her vitamin separately. So I believe it's like every feed you do the calcium, except for, I think it's once a month, twice a month. I've really got to look into it again. I've gotten out of my realm of doing it, is her. So when I think of her vitamins, then I do it, and it's supposed to be like once or twice a feed time. So that's fresh. Her water, I'll refresh it. This is her little water bowl. It actually came in the bottom with her hide, in her humidity hide, but I found it just took up too much space inside, so I use it as her water dish, and I have it at the front where it's easy to get to. Let's see what else. So I have this log. Well, it's a fake log, half log, has some suction cups, but it doesn't suction cup to the side of this terrarium because the terrarium's not glass, and I don't want to put it on the doors because I open the doors to feed her, to clean. So I'm not sure if I'm going to actually keep this in. I guess it's kind of sectioned. Let me move your water dish. But I can't put it like high because it just falls. Yeah, it just falls and then it fits, but we'll put it in there. Like I said, I have these wood, oh, wrong side of my camera. I have these woods. She doesn't climb on them really. She doesn't pay much attention to them, but it's coverage for her, so we use it. And I've spent money on them. Lucky, enough. I know you get jealous when I do this, but you don't need to. So, let's put this one back on this side somewhere. No, I don't want it hiding because I like to look and try to find her, and if it's covering up her heat cave, hot cave, I'm not going to be able to look in and find her. Ouch. Class, I forgot I moved it. Water dish, I'm going to bring you back over here. Like I said, I got to clean it out here in a minute and add more to it, but I'm just trying to put her wood back in, and then I'll show you her newest setup. This piece of wood is very awkward. It's got 3 ends and it's a Y, almost a Y shape, so it makes it very awkward to decorate with. Okay, you suction cupped that time, but I want you off, and I'm going to try to put this in. In a way that it won't tip over, but that might make you be able to get off of that ledge easier. All right, and now let's try to put this back in. And maybe that will help hold it up some. Still not liking this. Maybe I'll put it over on this side somehow for a bit. Again, it doesn't go up high, but it gives her a cave look there. Oh, maybe. These, I don't know. This here was a full tunnel at one time, and I had it in one of my aquariums, and then I took it out, I dried it out, I rinsed it, and I put it in with her, hoping it would be a hide. But again, it fell apart. She doesn't overly use it for anything. So, but it's more hiding spots, I guess. So, all right. So, that is that. I think we'll just put that back here somehow on that with that. All right, so I got these. These were McDonald's toys. It's a little turtle and a little alligator, and I'm just gonna decorate with them in here. I can't see her getting hurt on them. I don't really see her going anywhere near them, but it's just something more fun for me to look at, I guess. And I'm just figuring out where to put them. I don't know if the heat lamp, you know what, she doesn't really go up there, so I'm going to put it there. So another thing I did have recently in her terrarium was this with her moss, and I would spray it down, and it's been in there forever. Well, 2 weeks ago or so, a week and a half ago, see this little hole? She was trying to come through it and she got stuck. And lucky I was in my room, because her tank is in my room. And I heard a noise, and so I came to check, and sure enough, she had tried to fit through it, and she couldn't quite fit through, so I had to scare her enough to go back. So this is no longer going to be in her cage, because the more she grows, she'll just get stuck, and I don't want that. But I do want to figure out where to put some more of this moss in there too, because I think the moss is good for her. But that's something I'm gonna, you guys, if you guys know where I could put it or suggest where to put it, I would love that. So I'm going to close it up here, and I'm going to give you a tour of the new way. And if you have any suggestions on more items to buy for her terrarium, if you guys own one, and how you house them. I've thought of, so that's her hot side. That I put the ramp on this side this time. And then this is her favorite. She feeds all out of this. I've seen her climb up on it once or twice. There she is, her water dish, which I have to clean out, which I will off camera. And then her hide back there, which I gotta double check the water in it. And then this is her other side and her flower. And she was peeing and pooping in that far back corner. And in the front corner, I put her little coconut hide, and there's her calcium. So I'm sure now that I've done this and woke her up, because she is a nighttime, she likes to be out at night more than she does, I'm sorry, I keep putting my fingers in the way, than the daytime. She might go back to sleep, or she may just now start really watching and seeing. The nice thing about this terrarium, it could be used for snakes as well. It came with a latch lock there, and my son was like, you make sure that's always on there when you close it up. So I do. I can't see her getting out opening the doors without it, but I listen to him. So yeah, this is Bluebell. She will be 2 in May, and I wish she had come out completely so you could see how long she is, but she didn't come out completely for us today. I don't see her out a lot because I know she's out at night when it's dark, but I will try to get a video of some sort of her when she will come all the way out. I'll probably do a feeding video. I did do one. I don't know if people really would want a feeding video. She eats live mealworms, live crickets, waxworms, hornworms. I buy them once in a while as a treat, and she loves them. And I did a video on that for her first one, so maybe I'll post that on my YouTube channel as well. So yeah, this is Bluebell. Are you going to come out and explore? Or are you going to be camera shy? She's moving. Okay. Luckily she still has water. I didn't change it, but she's thirsty, I guess. I gotta do that, but she's checking it out. But I don't know if you can tell on top where her eyes are up there. You can see a little bit of the blue. But like I said, when she was a baby, she was completely pink. She didn't have spots. She didn't have the yellowish to her. And so I called her Bluebell. And I had hoped she'd stay pink. But I don't know what breed I'm going to say. I don't think it's morph. I think it's a morph. I don't know what morph she is. I bought her from a breeder in Listowel, Ontario. I found them on Kijiji, and I went to his house and he showed me the babies and I picked her. So that's how I picked her. She was not bought at PetSmart or anything. And I actually am quite pleased that I've had her now. You can see her tail there. I've had her now for almost 2 years, and I am still a little nervous that around her. I've heard their bites don't hurt, but I'm also afraid of the thought of getting bit. So that kind of makes me nervous. But yeah, if you have a leopard gecko or know someone that does and want to send them my way to give me better ideas. Oh, there's her tail. Oh, there she is. There's her length. But she's beautiful. I love her. And yeah, she's going to be 2 here. And then in August, in the summer, I'll have had her for 2 years. And I am totally, now she's going in a way I can't get her because she's right at the latch part. But anyway, so since she's kind of gone in a way that I can't really video, oh, there she is. as I was saying, comment down below, give me ideas. I do know the idea of the sand and reptile soil, but then you got to deal with isopods and stuff, and I'm just not understanding all of that, and I don't know if I really want to get into that bottom. I do like this layered bottom. She seems to be doing okay on it. I might get some more leaves just to give more clutter on the bottom at some point, more moss in there. But I don't know if I really want to go the soil bottom, because like you have to get into more bugs, so that way the bugs turn up the soil, and I just don't know how to clean their poops then. There's excess sheds if there are any when she sheds. I have found a couple pieces over the years, a couple years that I've had her, with her sheds. She's never had any stuck sheds, so that's been awesome, because I haven't had that. That would mean a hands-on bath and stuff, a soak, and I don't really have the confidence to do that yet, but I would have to if that came down to it. I'm just gonna here quickly, this is the reptile vitamins I give her on her feed. So yeah. Oh, the other thing is her mealworms and stuff. I've been really bad. I can't keep them very long. I forget to move them from their little containers I buy from the reptile store. So here's her latest that I bought. They're starting to die off and go kind of gross. So give me ideas on, I do have the containers. I got to clean up, this is on top, and I got to clean up all this yet and organize it more. I bought a ceramic heat in case I didn't have her heat up right, but I think I'm doing okay with for her heat. I gotta double check all that stuff. There she's going, and she loves this hide. But yeah, give me any ideas you have. Let me know what you think, and we will chat again soon. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.